Oh shit. Okay. Now I have another one that's a little more. I got another versus battle in One Piece that's a little more serious. This is Sanji versus Eneru. If you remember, I made the top 30 One Piece characters. I had like Sanji over Enel, or did I have Enel over Sanji? I don't even remember. But like I know I had them right beside each other because I couldn't quite like figure it out. But I know now who would win. You know, um, oh shit. You know, I know who would win. So, current Sanji versus Enel or Eneru from Sky Pia, God, or former God, since Luffy kicked his ass to the curb. Now, strength will go to Sanji. Since Skypiea arc, Sanji has grown tremendously. Even without Conquer he still made great leaps and bounds. He awakened his German genetics. He's amplified his kicks to like extreme heat, to blue fire. This nigga moves fast now. He knows observation hockey. He's on par with his captain with observation hockey, apparently. But I know what it really is. It works better when females are in danger. But even so, it's still pretty damn good. Um, all this being said, we don't know how much Enel improved, if any at all. But he did have some things. Physical strength, though, goes to Sanji. You know, he's been doing a lot of work, and we've seen him, get stronger. He was, kicking people. He's holding shit on his legs. That takes physical strength. Enru's not doing shit like that. He's kind of sitting back and doing other things. Now, speed, you might be surprised, some people, but it is Sanji. And why is it Sanji now? Because man's moving quick. Now, in Egghead Island Arc, we saw him kick away Kizuru's laser, and that's the speed of light. So his hockey, his speed, his physical speed is now enhanced to a great degree. Because he's a superhuman. He's kind of, like his family members. He is actually. But he's Sanji. He ain't like those animals, right? But he moves at the speed of lightning, but lightning is slower than light. So Sanji with observation hockey can get to Enel, and like Enel could like flash over somewhere, and Sanji could already meet him there, kicking him like boom, like I knew you were gonna be there. Durability goes to Sanji. Sanji, if he got hit by Enel, because Enel sometimes hits people with his little lightning pole, boom, boom, and he hits Sanji, like he keeps hitting him and hitting him, and he might put lightning behind it to like really do some damage. Sanji can still like beat himself together again, and like he's like no damage taken, exoskeleton. Um, but we know Eneru did not have that much durability. If you can like hit him with armament hockey or anything, right? He'll be like, oh fuck, I hurt. Um, endurance goes to Sanji. Sanji can play the long game with Enel this time. He's like way different from how he was before. Like I ain't even got like the old Sanji would not be putting up a fight against Enel. He would be one tap. We already seen that happen. It happened twice, so I'm not doing that to Sanji. The anime showed that shit. But that was a long time ago. That was 100 and something. This is the episode, like this is 1,000 episodes later. This man's moving different. So intelligence goes to Enel. I do think Enel is smart. He might have a god complex and everything else, y'all, but he's smart. He, he manipulated Skypiea. He was their god for 6 years. You can't be a dumbass and be a god. Or like a leader of a land. Sanji has not done shit like that. You know, and I don't mean like that Sanji's stupid, because like I think Sanji is smart too, but I give the edge to now. And experience, I'll give it to Sanji though, because Sanji, we've seen what he's been doing, right? We don't know exactly when Enel got his downfall, but we've seen Sanji, run shit with all kind of people. Virgo, Doflamingo, and these are like fights that he didn't win, but fights that he like could have won had he unlocked his like German genetics. Then on the spot, he fought against Queen and Wano. He fought against Page One. These are durability. These are tank. Now I don't think Enel would lose to those people, honestly. But Sanji's fought against a lot of people. We've seen him. His experience on display. Close skills go to Sanji. He's up close and personal. He'll run up on you and give you some kicking action. He's a kickboxer, Muay Thai fighter, kickboxer, Taekwondo stuff. He's just a kickboxer. So close skills are Sanji by a long shot, but range skills are no. He can back up if he's getting his ass kicked too much. He can zoom out and hit a Raigo on Sanji real quick. But we know that Sanji's durable and he's not like he was before. And I do think that Sanji would take damage from those like lightning attacks. Don't get it fucked up. I think he would take some type of damage because lightning is not something to like be stuck upon. But recoup goes to no. Let's say that Sanji hits him really hard and he like loses breath, like he's gonna die. He hits himself with lightning and he's back on his feet. Like damn, Blue Sea Monkey, you've like changed a bit. I actually had to hit myself with lightning to like bring myself back. Hacks go to Enel. That Noah creature is nice, and he could like get away. He could run from the fight if he had to. And then the environment goes to Enel too because it's outside. And he can summon like that shit from the sky. He can summon the lightning from anywhere. But Sanji still wins high diff. I think about Sanji and his progression throughout the story, he's gonna maybe, I don't know for sure, but he might get Haki, like conquer Haki. And if that's the case, this fight definitely goes to Sanji's favor. Even without it though, I say high to extreme diff for this fight in favor of Sanji winning. He has the staying power and the durability factor, the close skills, speed now to like catch him if he tries to run. And like observation hockey's on point and everything, just like the observation hockey's probably like on par with one another. Sanji's is probably better though. But with that, I'm saying Sanji wins. And have a good day with that, people. If you disagree, that's fine too. Because I had them like right beside each other, like 21 and 22 in the ranking video I made. So let me know what you think about Sanji versus Enel in the comments and be cool in the corner.